One of my scariest flight experiences, I'll tell you right now. Bottom line, I don't fly much, but I remember it was a flight from Florida to New York. I was coming back home, and normally you fly, with friends and whatever, but this particular evening I was flying back home alone. And it wasn't a red-eye flight or anything like that, but it was kind of late in the afternoon, early evening, and we hit turbulence. Mind you, I don't like flying. That's the bottom line. So here I am on this flight from Miami to New York, and the turbulence was so hard. The entire plane obviously does shake, but the panels from the aisle were shaking. The sound I'm hearing, I'm like, okay, this is not so bad. It's, maybe we'll hit a pocket of air. We'll be gliding back into New York smoothly in no time. Then I hear clank, clank. Screws from the panels were falling off and landing next to me on the aisle, rolling down. This is not a good thing because I don't like flying. So mind you, we have the panels shaking, screws are dropping next to me, the plane is shaking, as I said, and I'm sitting, of course, by the window. Looking out the window, I see the wing. So I'm on a window seat with the wing right outside my window. It's shaking. You know what? I must have thought that this was the time to kiss my ass goodbye, but I'm saying, you know what, this has got to stop. I mean, what can you do? You're in a flight, in a tube, in the air. What can you do? Luckily, everyone else was calm. I think I was the only one flipping out. Mentally, I just relaxed. Physically, I was just chilling like this, looking up, looking down, panels, screws, wing. Okay. No, in my mind, I'm like, oh my God, we're going down. But thank God that wasn't what happened. Obviously, I wouldn't be here if that was the case. But that's something else that not many people know. I go through things and don't really talk too much about things, which is why I'm have put this together, my little story time stories, for you guys to get an in-depth look about me in my past and the things that I experienced and went through. That was one thing that I was like, oh, and I never flew again. Mind you, I loved it. This is when I went out to, while I was there, I did visit Orlando and visited Walt Disney World and Universal Studios and MGM Studios, Epcot Center. I mean, it was magnificent. Loved it. One of the scariest things at the time was, I think it was Magic Mountain, which is a roller coaster ride in the dark. It's just a big tunnel or a big building. It's black. It's just dark. To me, maybe because my eyes were closed through the entire ride, which is why I thought it was all dark and black inside. Maybe that could have been it. But I remember the experience was fun. I did enjoy myself in Florida. But the flight back was one I'll never remember, and I never flew again, because hitting that turbulence and the panels shaking, like rattling, and the screws falling right next to me, the wings flipping, shake right out my window. I said, you know what, this is probably it. But that's it. That's one of the scariest experiences that I had, because flying prior wasn't so bad, but that flying back from Florida to New York, and hitting turbulence, that was an experience that I don't think I want to go through again. So that was that.